okay? As Chicago weather. Bipolar as Chicago weather. Bitch, it's November and it's like 60 degrees outside. Tell me something. Tell me something. But you see, this is the type of primitive, remedial mindsets that we are often inundated by. And when you are dealing with a remedial mindset, it's going to be more animalistic. It's going to be more along the lines of, do what I say. My thing is, have some substance behind that. Have something to offer, something to give other than a loud, overpowering voice. Then I have to be gentle to give you the floor to feel confident in what you feel you have to say, and you can't be challenged or your little ego is going to be shattered. That don't sound much like leadership to me, because a true leader is able to hear other people's perspective and not feel invalidated by it, because they're going to fact check. But when you're just talking out the side of your neck to sound powerful, to perform powerfulness, well then, that's the reason why you feel belittled in this moment, because you ain't doing the work. You're lazy. You want to rest on your laurels. You just want to feel good. And that shit ain't about shit, because that ain't going to get us nowhere. Sitting around in chaos and making you feel good ain't going to do shit. It ain't until the mind gets ready to be removed from chaos, when you feel like you deserve sobriety, stability. But to come into other people's lives and assume that you get to lead and lord over their lives is diabolical. It's diabolical. It's sick. And that's where a lot of women get caught up at. You're not being led, honey. You're being dominated. You're not being led. You're being dominated. You're not being led. You're being dominated. And if you come from an environment where tenseness and chaoticness and authoritarian rule feels normal to you, then you will attract that very thing in your relationship. You will never get away from your childhood until you fix what's going on inside you. A lot of fucking people think that they can, oh yeah, I had trauma in my childhood. Oh well, anyway, I'm grown now. That ain't how it work, boo. That shit will follow you, because what it does is it rewires the synapses in your brain, and your brain begins to produce familiar environments. And you will literally pick somebody to do life with that mirrors your chaotic and tumultuous childhood. And you will do that shit unconsciously. Like I said yesterday, there's a lot of things that go on within the human mind that we're not even aware of. That's why when I talk about the shit about the men who think that dominance is leadership, I'm talking about an unconscious need that needs to be fulfilled, and how they fucking crash out when there is a woman who challenges that, whether she challenges that through her very existence, and you can't fault a motherfucker for how they move in this world, or whether they challenge that directly. I've usually never had to really say too much. They already know what it is if they're on my social media. That's why I play it off in dating situations, to see if he could even qualify to be in my life, because once he realized that I have substance, that I have actual tangible knowledge and insight and something to offer, they often become disenfranchised, damn near, and disillusioned. He came in here to conquer some vagina and get him some attention and mess with an exotical and have a little fun, or maybe she seemed like a good girl, so maybe I might entertain being with her. You didn't know you was dealing with a supernova. They focus on collective success, not control. They focus on collective success, not control. They focus on collective success, not control. Now, let's talk about those who dominate. Dominance controls through fear, pressure, or intimidation, seeks obedience more than respect, centers power on themselves, centers power on themselves, centers power on themselves, centers power on themselves, creates compliance, not collaboration, often insecure and needing to prove superiority, often insecure and needing to prove superiority, often insecure and needing to prove superiority. Why do people confuse the two? People mix up leadership with dominance because both involve somebody taking charge, but the motives and the impact are completely different. Dominant people are loud, forceful, and take up space, so they look like they're leading, especially to those used to chaotic or unhealthy environment. True leadership is quieter, steady, and rooted in influence and not intimidation. Many folks raised around controlling behaviors mistake tension for authority. Tension for authority. When real leadership actually makes you feel what? Safe, seen, and supported.